There is so much content online about how to start a business, how to set up your LLC, how to land your first client, how to build a brand on social media, but nobody is talking about what actually happens after you do all that. The stuff that blindsides you, the things that would have changed everything if someone just pulled you aside and said, hey, real quick, let me just tell you what this actually looks like. That's what this video is, and I am not sugarcoating anything. I'm Amber. I run multiple businesses, social media, coaching, consulting, hosting events, speaking, and I learned most of what I know the hard way. And I created the space because this is exactly what I needed, but I just couldn't find it when I first started. It didn't exist, so let's fix that. Here is what no one tells you. Social media will make you feel behind before you even begin. The moment you decide to start a business, your entire algorithm changes. Suddenly, you're seeing everyone launch businesses, all the launch results that are so successful, revenue screenshots, sold out events, and overnight success stories, and you haven't even filed your LLC yet. Maybe you don't even know what an LLC is. Social media is the single best marketing tool available to you, and also the fastest way to convince yourself that you're already failing. What nobody tells you though is you are seeing the end result of someone else's story when you are just in the beginning phases of your story. The people posting those wins, they have months, if not even years, of invisible work behind you. So do not let somebody else's chapter 10 compare to your chapter 1. Point number 2, your first offer will probably change, and that in itself is not failure. You spend weeks, maybe even months building your first product, service, or offer. You craft the package, you set the prices, you build the website, you put together the landing pages, and then crickets. Or maybe you do end up signing a couple clients and you realize this isn't working how you wanted it to work. And then that feels like proof that you don't know what you're doing. Here's the truth. Your first offer is like a hypothesis. It's a starting point, not a finished product. Every business owner, including myself, has pivoted their offer at least once in the first year. The ones who grow are the ones who treat feedback and slow sales as data, not as a verdict on their growth. So stay curious about what can change instead of convinced that you need to change and that it's not good enough, because you are good enough. Point number 3, being good at the thing and running a business are two completely different skills. This one is so important and so overlooked. You can be an incredible social media strategist, amazing coach, a brilliant consultant, a phenomenal public speaker, and have the best product in your niche, and you can still struggle to run a profitable business. Because running a business requires sales, financial literacy, systems and processes, boundaries, client management, and a whole lot of mindset development. None of which are the things that actually got you into business. Nobody tells you that the skills that got you started are only 30% of what running a sustainable business requires. The other 70% is everything around it. And that is not a reason to quit. It's simply just a reason to keep on learning. The most successful business owners aren't just really great at their craft. They got just as serious about the business side of things as they did with the creative side of things. So this can look like hiring a coach or a mentor to help you. Point number 4, social media for your own business is weirdly harder than it is for your clients. If you're in social media like I am, this one is gonna hit. You can build incredible content strategies for clients all day long, and then you open up your own social media to post something and completely freeze. It happens. You are so busy making shoes for someone else that your own shoes are falling apart. When it's your own brand, stakes feel completely different. It's personal. The judgment feels real. The crickets feel louder. What I had to accept is showing up imperfectly and consistently was far better than not showing up at all or showing up maybe one time a month, all perfect and polished. Done is better than perfect, especially when you are building from scratch. Point number 5, income inconsistency will test you like a 9-to-5 never could. Nobody prepares you for an emotional roller coaster of variable income. A $10,000 month followed by a $2,000 month. A fully booked event and then a launch that barely breaks even and then nobody buys. In a traditional job, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks. Your nervous system knows what to expect. In business, especially when you are running multiple streams of income like I do, there isn't always a guarantee or consistency. And the psychological weight of that is real. You have to build a completely different relationship with money, with security, and with your own ability to create income. It took me a long time to stop panicking in slower months and to start treating that time as a time to build. That mindset shift alone changed everything. Now being able to create predictability in my business. But that was not always the case. Point number 6. The version of success you're chasing is going to change, and that is a good thing. When I first started, success looked like a specific number, a specific title, a specific lifestyle that I saw on someone else's page. And don't get me wrong, some of those things have happened. And when they did, I felt it for like a week, maybe a month if that. And then I was already looking for the next thing because the goalpost always moves. What nobody tells you is that the real work of building a business isn't just the strategy and the offers and the content. It's constantly redefining what you're building and what you're working towards and your why. The most grounded business owners that I have met are not the richest ones financially out there or the ones with the most followers online. They are the ones who know exactly why they are doing what they do. So get really clear on that early on and it will carry you through everything. So that is what no one told me, and I am making sure I tell you. Starting a business, building a brand on social media, doing the thing that feels scary and worth it all at the same time. It is so much more than strategy. It is a full identity journey. If this is the kind of content you have been looking for, real, practical, no fluff, this channel is for you. I post every single week and it's always going to be like this. Honest, unfiltered, raw conversation. Subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know which one of these points hit closest to home to you, and come back next week. I'll see you then.